Hello again, everybody. Gwendolyn's parked up on my youngest daughter's driveway as her house, and she designed herself. And I've come here because tomorrow I'm going to the BBC's archives, written archives place. The BBC being British Broadcasting Corporation, because I have this, a brown paper envelope in which is a series of photographs taken in 1934 when my father was working on the construction of Bush House, which of course is now the home of BBC Radio. So I'm taking them to their archives department, see if they're interested. And my plan is to deliver those in the morning and then carry on to Norfolk and a little club aerodrome called Northweeps, where my YouTube friend Algy has got his new plane, and I'm going to go in and see that now. It's finished, and he's actually done some taxi trials with it, and I was hoping, or we were hoping, that he'd be doing his maiden flight this weekend, but the weather forecast is absolutely dreadful. The storm Amy is arriving, and the wind speeds are way beyond what a little aeroplane like that will cope with, I think. Anyway, I'm going to settle down for the night and enjoy the evening with my daughter. See you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. I slept really well last night, and I'm on my second mug of tea. But now I have to get on and get over to the BBC Archives Written Department at Caversham. It's only about 6.5 miles, but it's going to take me around about 20 minutes because I've got to go through Reading and over the River Thames via the Caversham Bridge, which actually takes me from Berkshire into Oxfordshire. And although Reading is responsible for looking after this bit of the Reading that is the other side of the Thames in Oxfordshire, all the roads and standards are by Oxfordshire standards and not Berkshire. Anyway, get on with it. And then finally we arrive. Here we are. Here I am, the BBC Written Archives Department. And I've been in there and handed the photographs over and signed them over so that they can do what they like with them. And there's their building. Stretches way back, and it's in the grounds of the old BBC listening station. But now it's time to get on the way up to Norfolk and Northweeps airfield. So we'll get on the way now. Well, there's my entire journey. It was about 310 miles altogether. And it was horrible weather virtually the whole way. But it did involve passing through a nice little place, Sonning, and this is Sonning Eye. It's a very beautiful little place, not far from Reading. And you need to be earning more than the minimum wage to live here. Well, I'm on the M40 now. I'm just approaching the Beaconsfield services and I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to pull off and make myself a sandwich or something. But for those of you that are interested in model railways and model villages, there is an amazing one here called Beaconscott. It's set in the gardens, 1.5 acres, and it was established in 1929. And as far as I remember, it was somebody's back garden, a big back garden at that, but that's where it's set. And I had long time ago I visited it, and it's beautiful. I'm hungry, and if you could smell that, oh, now get this sandwich made and sit and enjoy it. But now, on the way again, back into this awful weather, and it's a long way to go yet. After an absolutely horrible drive through rain, wind and everything else, I've arrived at Northfleet's airfield aerodrome, and it's still pouring rain. I don't know whether you can hear it on the video, but it's making a lot of noise. And I'm going to have a really good night's sleep tonight, and tomorrow I've heard from Algy, he's going to be over here sometime during the morning, and then he'll be here on Sunday as well, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get in and see his aeroplane. But the purpose of the trip was to see him do his maiden flight. There's absolutely no way is he going to be able to do it. So I don't know. Let's see what tomorrow brings. And for now, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to cook myself a dinner, and then have an early night, listen to the rain. Okay, that's it. It's the following morning. The sun's shining, but it's still very windy. But this is a fabulous little campsite, right on the airfield, and the sense of humour of the club is amazing. Look at this. Ladies, gents, and this is a lovely sign. All pilots must be accompanied by an adult. Well, there's Algy.
Windswept and interesting.
Yeah, and we're in the hangar where his new plane is. Let's go and see if we can find it. We're around here. We certainly packed them in. Ah, there it is. Unfortunately, with the cover off, because the cowling off, because one of the magnetos has packed up, and so it can't go anywhere at the moment. And if it did today, it would take off backwards. With the wind blowing the way it is, it would take-off speed was about 25 knots, you reckon?
30.
It lifted off.
30 knots indicated.
30 knots, right, well, it would definitely take off backwards today then.
Oh yes, yeah. Yes, this is the offending little piece just here. This magnetron. It's the same sort of thing as produces a spark for your lawnmower. And there's no continuity within it for the HT lead, so it's not producing a spark for the front cylinders.
Oh dear.
It's been on and off during the initial engine testing. It's only had 2 engine runs before. I went and did the taxi test, so it really picked up on the taxi test when I went to shut down. I clicked the 2 magneto switches almost simultaneously, but leading with the electronic one. Yeah. And the engine died on that. Without, before the other one had quite gone, I felt it go. So I've done a quick test since then and proved that one of the magnetrons has gone. So it was only firing on 2 cylinders on the magneto ignition. Oh dear. Which is the primary ignition once you're in the air. The electronic ignition is sort of secondary.
I think you said you hopped about 10 feet off the ground at one time.
Yes.
Good job it wasn't higher then, isn't it?
Well, no, it wouldn't have been. It was so benign, the aircraft, when it took off. I was going down the long runway. I thought, I want to get the speed up, get the tail right up, and I was quite happy. I'm trying to get the view out of the cockpit, and worry about it. It doesn't feel particularly bumpy now. And I looked down, I could just see the front, the main wheels, and they were off the ground. So I put it down on the ground. I thought, well, I'll have another go at that. And so the second one, I took it just a little bit higher.
It's a beautiful plane. Beautiful.
Easy to walk around this.
Oh right, okay.
Let me just pull it forward.
Oh no, don't disturb it.
No, I can't.
That's all right. I can get round there. That's lovely. And I've watched this being built, being made, and it's been an enormous amount of work and detail. Beautifully done.
Yes, I added up the hours last night.
Did I notice on your throttle, no, not throttle, the mixture,
it twisted out, so I've had to repair that, yeah.
Yeah, it needed tightening up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because it latches back, but it locked and came undone. So that's a great thing about doing videos. You can review what went on.
Right.
Okay, so you want to build one of these and do it the way I did it. 1,203 hours is when I added it up last night to actually complete the build on this aircraft.
That's amazing. But so much detail.
All the way through.
Beautiful.
And that's not including the thinking hours.
Yeah. And I like the de Havilland shaped tail fin.
Well, the whole fin sort of shape is, I modified it slightly from the Fisher, so it looks like a Great Lakes, hence the Yates Lakes.
Oh, right. Algy being Algy Yates, yeah.
And I changed the whole top deck here.
Yeah.
On the original plans, it came up to just about the top of the headrest. It was quite bulky. The idea was you could put a sliding canopy on.
Right.
But being a whole 6'5", I couldn't do that. I mean, my head's about here.
Yeah.
So I lowered the decking, made it sort of sleeker to look like a lakes.
Really nice.
The same with the screen. Makes it look a bit like a 1930s aircraft.
Yeah, it does. A big old plane, almost. Well, if you'd like to see the process of this aeroplane being built, then just search Flying Cub. That's Cub with a K. And there's a whole series of videos there. If you're building an aeroplane, I'm sure you will find some of the points very interesting and useful. And if you're not building an aeroplane, it's just fascinating to watch. Well, I've watched the construction of that aeroplane right from the beginning. Every week Algy puts up a video on the progress that he's made and the work that he's been doing. And I've even visited his workshop, or his shed, where he's built it, the back of his house. And it's been absolutely amazing. So to see it like it is now is a real pleasure. And it's a shame about the weather and the magneto, but I love this campsite, and I'm going to stick around for a couple or 3 more days maybe, and just see if anything happens, because the weather is improving slowly, and I love this part of the world. So that will have to be it for this time, and you'll have to come back and see what happens over the next couple of days if things get better. Maybe there'll be a bit of activity out there on the airfield. So for this time, thanks for watching, and as always, BFN, bye for now.